I do not have any of the audio stuff on. Whoops.
What the fuck?
It should be good.
Okay, yes. I don't remember what the distance association is. Would you yoink my wife? It's about here.
Alright. Everything should be working.
Okay, I mean, it's further than the limit, but like about here is when I start but very faintly. Go to like 10.
Oh god, lag.
10 or 10 or 9.
Loading in avatars.
It's fine if it's more. It's not a problem.
No, you.
Safeties. Sure.
People can always ignore it and be like,
Invisibility.
I don't see them, or like it's a glimmer, like, oh, someone's there, but I don't know who. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
What's that? Oh, wait. Oh, I think on my personal mirror, I thought people were floating. Whoops.
Hello. I am me.
Yeah, I'm
sorry that me
There's either new characters or just new models for characters. Because I don't recognize that one. They look pretty cool though.
Yeah. One time when I was possessing Jessica, he was just harassing this the entire time.
Oh, nice.
Quill gained a new fear that day.
Oh. They've been implementing light volumes, which are pretty cool, so I ended up updating the model quite a bit. It's actually a little more optimized than it was. As an example, the body for this one is only one material now. So it's still got the same amount of material slots, but just because I ended up adding, we got the like musket and bleeding toggle, which I don't know if I'll use too often. I don't even know if I'll keep it on, but I mean, I want to use that for injury, and then this one for when he's covered in other people's blood, also himself, but still. But you're biased. What the hell? I have no idea what we're gonna do today. I don't think I was here last session. But I don't want to miss too many sessions in a row because I feel bad for it. Did the sword grip get moved down for some reason? No, I don't think so. It feels awkward for some reason. Did it get moved out? Don't think so. That'd be weird, because I didn't adjust it at all. Here, I can actually check the old one. No, it's the same. It's the same. I don't know why it felt weird. But yeah, these shaders and lighting is updated on the new one. So it works with the volume, the light volumes. Light volumes aren't implemented everywhere. Like it's just the library and basement of the general store right now. They plan to add it to the town hall. I think it's going to be mainly the indoor areas. I think so. Yeah, I don't know if there's any plans for today.
in the metaverse. She's retired, isn't she?
Yeah, she's retired.
All of you are stinky.
Your mom's stinky.
I'm not real.
Don't do this here.
Who said that?
Cry, bitch.
Who's where? How dare you? How dare you?
Yo, no.
You know what? You know what, Callie? Well, what pow?
You know
pow?
what?
What? Ew.
The fucking jumping puzzle.
What happened?
Doing okay. Well,
Why?
You're
Who
the
is saying
only
that?
one who
Wanna see
knows
the snake?
about what's
I guess I'm
going
doing
on
okay.
right
Oh,
now.
boy.
I'm not doing super great. but
You're gonna die.
I'm fine.
I show you snake.
Honestly, maybe.
Snake. Where's Snake?
Hey,
Oh
don't
my
do that. Don't give
God, okay.
don't give
Oh my
Curse another missing friend. Like, come on.
Her name is Jewel.
Well, SOS, help me.
Oh, okay. So it's like an
You
animation.
can,
Okay,
you might be
well,
able to, you can mess
I'll
with
do
the
it
tail, but not
in
the
a
head.
bit. Honestly, Flint might have to stay inside for the rain. 1 second.
Jewel. Her name is Jewel. And then
Yay,
she hides
Fidget.
behind the hair and checks every now and then whenever there's trouble.
That's cute. I love it. So
Why
much.
can I not hear the audio for this?
Also, snake cat.
Ooh. Yeah, I know.
Mingo,
Yeah,
so we haven't had any like
Huh?
formal discussion about the thing that you asked Capo, but I think the general consensus is that you're gonna be able to do it. So if you want to start training on that for today, we can count on it as the first, and then like
Wait,
we'll kind of
so-
get back to you on like
PR chat is picking up audio.
you know the thing you were asking him about.
Sorry, I muted the audio just in case it was secret. It wasn't,
Logic
but
is
still.
impressive. But now, swords for everyone!
I have a
My sword then, huh?
multiple stuff in the background that I don't want to be fully public for Luke. I do not know if it'll be accepted or not, but regardless.
Is it okay that I set the boat to the start of the bastion because that's where Jay fell asleep?
What was the okay response?
Yeah, like move it.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. Did you do it now?
No, I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah, go do it, yeah. You take the better one.
Fucking is it, I think it's Frey that their character is. Their dress is adorable. I love that.
That's fine.
It sounds familiar. I don't remember what it's from though.
Keep the candle.
From Building Escape.
I haven't played it.
You little hamster.
I knew the voice sounded familiar.
Skin boo.
There's a marshmallow on that one?
Yeah.
Never played Baldur's Gate.
He's a barbarian who has a big.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bruise. He's like bald. He's big.
At some point I need to
Just in case there was something secret.
Magic is impressive,
Who he talks to.
but
from-
now swords for
like hang on the
everyone.
legs, but
I've been having issues with the fucking elbows
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't notice it. So
in like
really.
I got it done in a night
in
for what it is.
standable, because it changes them a bit and it like moves out a lot.
Oh,
I don't know if it's better to shut the elbows off, oh god, because I have trackers for the elbows,
Sleep in this.
so it wouldn't necessarily be too big of a deal.
Same with Frey.
It seems to do roughly the same thing.
Hopefully they don't
I
have
got
to go
shot through
outside.
rupture.
Oh my god, it's even worse.
I got shot.
Okay,
It wasn't very good.
I've been needing to adjust this, because I'm not 6 foot, but if I put it my right height, my arms are longer than my avatar's arms, so it does weird things where it straightens them out.
Unprecedented.
Magic is impressive, but now
What?
swords for everyone.
Wait, what? Is that from like an Elder Scrolls game or something? Kinda sounds like it.
I was like, what kind of box needs an upgrade?
Magic is impressive, but now swords for everyone.
Because the issue isn't necessarily that the arms straighten out, it's more combat. Because it does look weird when they snap straight. The main issue was, they're too long and the combat feels weird. Like the way it swings sword stuff, it'll stop like before your arms do. So I guess maybe 5'10", because I'm like 5'9", 5'8"-ish in real life.
Is impressive,
But
but now
putting
swords for
the,
everyone.
I'll probably just be in the training.
I don't know, putting the it on real height for some reason messes with things. Which is weird, because VRChat said that with the new IK that they did a long time ago that you can actually put your real height,
I don't have the ammunition.
but it doesn't work. And the arm span allows like those really weird things.
Teddy was working on it, so I'll have to go ask
Like it's decent, but like your feet will be like up here sometimes, depending on the avatar.
We just gotta put it in like a hydrophobic chest or something.
He didn't even fucking see it yet.
What about an end of chest?
Where the fuck is man? Oh, I don't know.
Have you considered one of those?
Who plays him? I don't know the person who plays him.
What a brilliant idea.
Well, that's not nice.
Why is Nikki all the way up there?
Where would the other swords though?
Oh my god,
When
you
they
scared me.
inherit
Oh my god,
the
you
sword
scared me.
positions of the other side.
Damn it.
Why
I
is
can't.
someone
I only
holding
have one
a
controller.
fucking rifle prop?
Ooh,
What?
Like this.
I swear I had my fucking gestures locked.
Oh,
That went off anyways.
you're an old man. You still have a couple of years left in you.
You're an old man.
Come on, we only got one bullet. Help a brother out.
God damn.
Okay, you have like a couple months. Is that better?
You have like a week back.
Like I don't know, with the weird like standable stuff, it pushes the elbows forward, so it looks really fucking weird when I do this.
That's good.
I don't like it. That's like what I do a lot.
The ODST sound back tonight. I went in the world
Does the world not have audio?
could play music in my head during session, but Chrome crashes me. I probably need
Yeah. Huh. People talking about Chrome crashing them and stuff in the background. That's why I had to switch. I'm using Firefox now because Chrome, it didn't crash me, but like YouTube was,
Now, swords for everyone!
but it was extremely like extremely laggy for YouTube for some reason. I don't know why my knee does that. Like, it was good for a bit, and now it's causing issues again.
Violence.
I did have to switch to my older tracker because the newer one stopped charging. So maybe this tracker's got issues with that.
But now, swords for
I
everyone!
don't think so though, which is weird.
Invent the chainsaw. Oh man.
I want to smoke in the rain.
Meeting time.
Crystal fucker chainsaw.
My god.
Remember Claire was tonight.
What the?
RP started. RP started.
Ignore that. Ignore that button. I don't know who pushed that button. Just ignore it. You don't have to pay no attention to that. Hi, hello. Welcome to welcome to session. What session is this? 132. 130. Yeah, session 130. Yeah. So that's in 2 sessions from now, if my math is correct. Well, we have a lovely session for you here today. Ames, why don't you start us off, please?
Hope I didn't curse us with naming the title. Hopefully a chill day.
Yeah.
That's your name.
Okay, 1 second.
Speak up. No pressure.
Scaro, why don't you start us off for today? Wait, have we anything special planned for our lovely cast members? It is raining. There's plenty of rain today.
The rain
You'll
rolled
find
in,
nothing but rain
last
today.
night, and it's just been constant storming, and it's gonna be constant storming all day.
Constant, absolutely constant. Nothing else.
Oh boy, it's completely cloudy. That means my skin isn't frying like bacon.
For the technical side of the rain thing, so it was designed for you to have 100% world volume, but then you can tune it down to whatever you're like comfortable with.
I don't
If
hear
the rain
it.
gets too much, we have a safe zone here in spawn where you can not get rained on and also not hear any rain sounds. So
Oh,
this is
that's
a
fine.
safe zone.
Okay.
You know, don't worry if you want to turn off sounds. I know some people aren't very used to rain in person, so don't worry too much. It will rain the whole day. There's one other thing. We have a thunder sound effect
Oh.
that will happen at some point. We have it on a button. I looked through like the our consent form and stuff like that, and there's nobody here today who has an issue with it. But if maybe you didn't fill it out or you feel like you've changed your mind or something, just come chat with me beforehand. And what we'll do is before we hit the button, we'll let you know ahead of time so you can either mute your sound or just be ready for it. So
I'm in Should we do it well here, just so they know what it sounds like?
Yeah.
I think that's a good
no,
idea.
it's kind of long, so it's probably better
Okay.
for us not to. Yeah.
All right.
I was here for. Hear me out.
Um,
We should smoke in the rain. Be depressing as
Kevin?
shit.
Could I recommend,
like cigarettes.
for the future? Could I recommend for the
It's not a
future
good
the
dream, man.
thunder sound effect? There's a button in Spawn to disable it locally for people who don't want it.
Yeah, it was just a bit technically difficult for me to do that, and also when I checked, it seemed that everyone was, put green on the consent form for that sort of thing. So, but if you have an issue with it now, don't worry, just tell me beforehand, and I'll tell you before we press the button. I think that's it.
there's
That's it for
any-
the
They
technical.
didn't mention lightning, so
Enjoy the rain.
I assume there isn't fire.
Do we have any story stuff today? Anything
There's no.
you need forecast?
If someone wants to do a support cast thing, I have one roll that will happen about midway through session. But if we don't have anyone, that's fine too.
We got a raised hand from Rupture. Anybody else? Anybody else? Just Rupture? Rupture and Yava?
He's trying to raise it.
Java.
Java?
Java?
What are we doing?
Java.
It's
If
a
you're
hard
interested in
game.
helping out with
Java.
possible sporting
yes.
testing, that's all.
Yeah.
Call me whatever you want, stud muffin.
Oh my god, what?
Oh my god.
Java, you're
That's good.
That's it for everything for me. I don't think
You gotta
so.
rejoin the world.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't
All right. I think
Despite what you
all
heard,
of
roleplay has not started yet. Let's start with like
Yeah, we'll give you a nice comfortable 5. So go take your places, my little monsters.
What?
Okay, so I'm not quitting.
You're fine. You're fine. Hang on. Hold up your hands. Hold up your hands.
Send me a
Thank you.
Hold up your hands.
message.
There we go. Just a bit.
Send me a DM.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't say lightning, so it shouldn't be an issue. My epilepsy isn't photosensitive anyways, but still. For others, just in case. I don't know if anyone else here has, like, epilepsy. I don't know. We'll see how the sound goes. If it ends up being a little annoying, please let me know. Be like world sounds, because it is pretty loud. So I might lower it to like 70. We'll see. I can hear it a lot while inside, which is... No, yeah, it does. But still, they mentioned thunder, but didn't mention lightning, so I don't know if there is lightning or not. Okay, this tracker must be broken. I don't know if switching to the other one would be. Because the issue with the other one, it doesn't charge. At least the light never goes, like, white. I do not have enough money to get another one. Hopefully someday I'll be able to figure out my fucking tracking issues. Because I've had them since the very beginning of... that pretty much VR chat when I started playing. And it's never gotten better. I don't know why. Like, I've changed my setup constantly. And it's just always having issues. I've covered up all reflective surfaces. Stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I just don't know what. I don't get it. I don't understand how that type of shit works. It's not struggling over there. For some reason now my hip is it? Because there were 2 base stations over here. Because this is where I was having the most trouble when I was facing this way. So now that there's 2, it should be fine, but it still has issues. Did my hip shove forward again? What the hell? No, this is how it is. Okay. Why? I haven't done anything to you. Like, I don't know how it works. I've tried for a while to fix it. And nothing I do really works. It's weird. I tried the like, I've shifted my base stations around, and it's always the ones over here that have an issue. It's always the ones that are, like, the way I need to face. Because, like, I face this way because my cable's behind me, and these ones just happen to be the ones that break. Even when I flip them around, it's always this direction for some reason. I don't have any reflective surfaces. I've made sure about that. Like, I've covered up all the reflective things with, like, packing tape. So it shouldn't cause any issues. So I don't really know why, because facing this way, while it works for social stuff, my cable's like going in between my legs or around it. So for combat, I'm going to hit it and pull it out. That's why I face this way, because it's a lot easier. And I want to try to move my body more on RP. Like, I want to try turning more, like, physically. instead of using this and stuff like that, and if I can, like, walk up to do stuff, if it's, like, that close. But with a lot of issues. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just weird. Now my leg's straightening out. Is that because of the height? Or is that more tracking issues? Like, I got standable because it helps with the hip. It pushes it forward a little bit so you're not, like, hunched. So that right there helps. Yeah, the legs in VR chat are so weird, because, like, it straightens out right here, and my legs are still bent. Like, they're not bent a lot, but they're not completely straightened. I think VR chat should fix their, IK, because when they made the new one, like, way back, they claimed that you could have the right height, and it would work. And yeah, it is better than the previous IK. It's not by much. Like, it's got a lot of issues. Like, it fixed the whole, hip rotation issue if you didn't have the right, like, bones. You need, like, an extra spine or something on an avatar, but still, it fixed that. So a lot of the avatars that broke work for full body now, but everything else just feels janky. Like that. Why is it being pushed forward, my arm? Especially since I have hip trackers. Well, not obviously. I have elbow trackers, so it should be keeping it where my elbow is. Yeah, but no one else seems to have the tracking issues I have. For some reason. Like, I've tried asking around. I don't have my shield today. And I don't have the musket right now, because I'm going to go for the armory for that. Don't think Luke would keep a musket near his bed. Oh my god, my eye. It suddenly started hurting. I believe the issues with the whole, like, floating stuff in the basement of the town hall got fixed. I think so, at least. Am I the only guard? Is it just me and Ava? Because there's no one else here. This is gonna be an unfortunate guard meeting. Did it just move me up my tracking? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the world audio now. The wind's a bit much for the inside. I don't know if we're doing a meeting. Was that in the armor? Are you guys okay? What?
I literally
literally told you what would happen if you fucked with it. And then you continue
Sorry,
to fuck
did
with
you
it.
go off of... Did you...
Now I gotta call God.
Did you put a cannon... Did you put like a cannonball in it and stuff? Oh!
She just fired the cannon in the armory.
Apparently it was loaded.
Okay.
Fired?
Would... I'm assuming the guard is probably competent enough to keep the cannon.
Yeah, I doubt it was
I already made the
loaded.
bit that it was loaded.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know if it was actually loaded or not.
If someone made the bit that it was loaded, then...
Since everyone would have heard it, just say it was loaded. Okay, I don't see why.
What's going on here?
It was lit, and I was
Apparently the cannon was loaded, and
tried turning it off, and it launched it.
they fired it.
Are you okay with it having gone off then? Or do you want to say it didn't go off?
You know, it's time to learn the consequences of our actions. I will let it go.
Sure.
off.
Ava,
think
you
it'd be
see a
funny.
hole in the bars and then a cannonball stuck in the wall behind it. The place is full of smoke and dust.
Oh... I'll speak to the Crafters Guild today.
Now we got all the armory. What
The fucking hell happened here?
I can just do that now.
When I got here, it was lit and loaded. I tried to turn it off, but it went off instead.
Actually, no, yeah, no, so this is probably a you thing. You just left the entire, like, loaded and lit cannon inside
First
the
off,
armory.
why was it loaded and how did it get lit in the first place?
If it was lit, it would have fired
This is a
already,
you
wouldn't
thing,
it?
actually, now.
I was told to polish muskets, and then the mayor checked if it was loaded, and he said, "Oh yeah, it's loaded." And then when we were looking at the edge, we saw that this thing was lit, like very
Yeah, it was-
slowly going down. So when I was trying to turn it off, I think maybe it pushed it in instead.
So yeah, but like someone had it loaded and lit. So like that, honestly, it goes to her. It also goes on to you because like how do we let this happen?
I'm sorry, I was trying to turn it off. It was loaded and lit for some reason when I got here.
I checked last night. This shouldn't have been fucking loaded.
Was it me or Mr. Mayor that loaded it? I can't even carry the ball.
I stuck my head in there. I
Then
saw a
someone
cannonball.
fucking loaded this thing.
Ava, there's no reason to get mad at them specifically. We got a hole in our armory. We should deal with that first.
Muskets with Mr. Mayor all morning. I don't know why this was loaded.
And he's not the mayor, for the record.
Not Mayor.
Nah, I'm the bear.
No, he's not. He is part of one of the boards of the council,
You can't
not the
even make
mayor.
up a thing I'm in. Yeah, no, I'm the bear.
No, it's not that time. No, it's not that time. She's very angry.
Here, let's move the, Wait, why
I
do
will help with the repairs and cover it if needed for the rest of my life.
Sorry, why do we even have gunpowder in the armor?
I mean, honestly, it's just some iron bars and some stone. We just gotta replace the materials and hire
it's part of
someone.
the army and part of the reserve. It's part of our arsenal.
I don't mean
Where
to...
else would we store it?
Somewhere that
outside.
isn't just bars. It's gunpowder.
You know, heavy artillery is usually just stored outside.
Yeah. And gunpowder's not stored around all of the firearms that could...
You know, honestly, this is a good thing this happened. I think we need to do a whole redo of the armory.
There's a reason the armory is called an
I will
armory.
take it under
not-
advisement when I can consider it. At that point there shouldn't be an issue. The problem is, this cannon shouldn't have been loaded in the first place. Now I gotta deal with the repairs.
We should move the gunpowder, maybe the Crafters Guild. They can deal with it. That
There
might be
already
better.
is gunpowder crafters guild, and the point is, this is the guards' gunpowder. This is the secured location.
Does this look very secure to you?
It's locked behind 3 bars.
Yeah, that every guard has access to. We get guards every day that we do not vet.
Expected to at least
We don't vet guards. We don't have a process for that. We're giving keys to random people who walk in and just get armor. Gunpowder is something that, as you can see, could break way more than just a person. That would kill someone instantly.
Look, anyone who is guard has been either approved by the captain. So yes, there is a vetting process in the process, and they should at least understand the decorum and the standards to it. And if they're giving keys, it's under the permission and supervision of the guards itself.
Okay, because of the rules, let's not change anything, because there's totally not a hole there, because... Don't worry, the rules saved that. Jesus. Ava, things change. Rules aren't going to fix all of this. Sorry. I'm gonna move the gunpowder to the, place, because now we have a hole there. So regardless of your rules, we don't need keys to get in right now.
Should I run to the blacksmith and have them do emergency repairs?
I can try talking to them.
I'll handle it.
I can... Ava, let me. I'm already part of the Crafters Guild.
Alright. Go ahead.
Surprised you actually listened. Should bring these cannonballs out of here as well.
This is...
Ava, I don't care. We got a hole in our fucking wall. Let's focus on that instead of arguing. Your job is to yell at people.
Go to the Crafters Guild and get it repaired.
You're gonna bring the gunpowder then? And the cannonballs?
The point of the matter is it shouldn't have been an issue in the first place.
Yeah, but it was.
Alright.
It was under the current rules we have.
Luke, head to the Crafters Guild and have this big
You're not letting me. I was gonna grab the gunpowder to go.
Keep the gunpowder here.
No.
This is the guard's gunpowder. Luke, that is an order.
I don't care. I've told you plenty of times before that I'm not going, regardless of orders, I'm not going to do something that could danger people. There is a hole in our wall. If you want to keep it in here...
This whole armory is filled with weapons that could endanger people.
Yes, and now there's a hole in our wall.
Is moot. Yes, and I want you, if you want to handle it, go to the Crafters Guild.
That will not be fixed in a day. I'm sorry, but we're going to get the stuff out here that could be dangerous. Because yes, our entire armory is filled... Let me finish!
I'm not going to debate the semantics for this.
Our entire armory is full of firearms that if someone gets in with that gunpowder, they could shoot everyone. Do you want that to happen?
So they're also filled with many bladed weapons and arrows that could have the same scenario.
Do you know how dangerous firearms? There were plenty of people who got hurt that had armor. Those we can deal with a lot easier.
I'm not going to debate the semantics of it. This is a place where we have our weapons.
This isn't semantics. We have a hole in the wall. If a lock is broken, we're not just going to leave it.
Luke, I'm not done arguing with this. Go to the Crafters Guild and get this arranged.
I am bringing the gunpowder there.
I know. We are keeping the gunpowder here. Are we clear?
Alright, if someone gets shot, you're gonna take the responsibility? Like all the other people that got killed in this town hall? Because guards weren't guarding the people that needed to happen? Because I've heard multiple times.
No!
Do you really think yelling at me is going to get it to work?
Order.
I've ignored your orders before.
Get out the way.
I will handle this. This is a place for our equipment there, and I will be addressing this to the captain. I'm not here inviting your critique in this point. The fact of the matter is that shouldn't have been loaded in the first place.
But it was.
I'm going to make sure standards expectations
Why are we going to
keep effectively in this? Why
it was loaded. Why are we going to keep the things that people could load it with right by it if it was loaded with those exact things? I'm not saying we take it out forever. I'm saying we take it out while there's a hole in our armory. We're not going to keep a prisoner in a cell that has a hole in it. It's the same shit. There's a hole that it's no longer defended. The stuff to use the firearms is directly beside it. It was already loaded, so now easier access. So if...
I'll hold you. You know what? I'll
For context, where's the hole, by the way? Where is the hole, by the way?
The entire thing is right there, and Cannibal's in that wall.
So like fired through there. And
The wall, so not the gates out of character. The gate, the bars themselves aren't.
That bar is over
damaged.
there, yes.
Yeah, it's those
Yes,
bars
but
and
this
then
isn't.
thing,
This
yeah.
isn't.
No.
All right, at least seems like it.
That's fine.
Okay, so this is still secure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just double checking.
Oh man.
There still is a barrier here.
Oh,
Sally,
Yeah, all guards have
I
a
want
key.
I want an immediate meeting with this one. We found there was the cannon was armed today, and apparently it had been somehow been primed to fire during their cleaning.
She's refusing to remove the stuff that we can fire it with from the armory with a hole in it.
Well, Rosewood is the one that ordered them to clean the thing, so that technically is their responsibility.
It was fired even though there were 2 bars. What does one make any difference?
Did you actually fire the fucking cannon?
Yes, and
Mr. Mayor Bobby inspected the cannon and he said it was loaded, and then when we
you've listened to me when it came to other stuff like this.
and slowly ticking down.
You know I have a lot more knowledge in warfare like this.
Went off instead.
Alright, Mr. Mayor, I'll be dressed, man. What's
There's a hole in our bars. It was loaded when there were 2 bars locked. Now there is
which
1.
means someone disregarded their duties and loaded it.
So we're going to keep the gunpowder there so they can possibly do it again? Doesn't matter whether someone disregarded their duties or broke in. It's still there. You don't keep a musket loaded just because no one's going to touch it. It's exactly what we're doing with this cannon.
We at least can't have the ammo inside of the armory. Like, I think Luke does have a good point with that.
It's just going to be dangerous.
Was it a matter of the blasting powder?
And yes, there are bladed weapons there, but regardless of how much armor you're going to wear, a cannon or a musket can kill you in 1 hit.
I think Luke probably.
I don't give a shit whether bladed weapons can hurt you or not. One is more dangerous than the other.
We were just hanging out. Well, she was doing stuff.
Well, okay, we'll consider the location of the blasting powder and cannons later. For now, Luke, handle it. Go to the Crafters Guild.
The Crafters Guild will be able to handle it because they make it there.
I'm saying arrange for it to be repaired. At this point, I want to find out exactly who was one of the last people to even left her.
If you give me any orders that are going to get people killed again, I'm going to leave the guard. I don't care. I'm here to protect people, not to listen to you. You've been in the city that's been corrupt before. If people didn't stand up to protect against orders that could possibly get someone killed. Like I said, I hold my shield to protect the people behind me. I don't give a shit what repercussions I'm going to get from my orders. I'm going to follow that philosophy until I'm dead. You can hate me as much as you want, but that doesn't change it. To be completely frank, if I have to, I will put a sword to your neck to protect this city.
This will be addressed. Right now, I want you to do it since you wanted to deal with it. So do that.
I wanted to put the gunpowder there.
It shouldn't be a problem, but it is a problem.
I will be speaking with Lieutenant Sam and we'll be discussing this. Are we clear?
No, because it's a dumb order, but...
I am done with this. Luke, proceed to the Crafters Guild.
I'm not a crafter under your orders. I won't do it because your order. Do it because I want to. She's not fit to be captain. Is any of the crafters in here?
I don't remember his name. Dragonkin just headed towards cafe.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Greetings.
I don't really know your
Yeah,
name,
so you
but
need something?
the guard's gonna
The
need your
key.
help.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the cannon in the armory is loaded and it fired, so the bars are broken. The captain is also not letting us take the gunpowder to the Crafters Guild like I recommended, so need to get it fixed as soon as possible because all of the things to fire it are right beside it.
Stuck to me.
Understood. I'll get right on that. If you happen to see Flint, the fire spirit, around, he can also help me out quite a bit.
If there's
'cause he
any way you
probably
could help me
on-site weld
to talk to the captain or something about the gunpowder, because
Look at these.
they don't listen to me just because I'm a guard. But I figured the crafters would know more considering you make the shit.
Ship area.
We can. Okay, I'm not a gunsmith myself. You would more need to talk to
Still,
Monday.
you know the people that are.
That's where the wood station's gonna be.
Yeah, I would talk to Monday if you need of keeping the powder separate from the material.
We can store all the.
I think we have some gunpowder on the 3rd floor. Of
I just want to move the barrels of gunpowder somewhere else so it's not right beside all the firearms and cannons that just went off. And she won't listen to me. So I don't know, maybe she'll listen to someone that's part of the Crafters Guild.
As you were saying.
I can talk with them. There's benefits and downsides to both.
We'll have 2 floors.
You think about it, because you have it right on hand and right next to the things you need it to. But yes, there is the possibility of it going off nearby and
yeah, but when there's a hole in our armory when someone already broke in when there wasn't.
We can like go up there.
I think until we get that fixed, we should remove everything that could kill people.
Anything will be in like a lockbox or so.
Well, at
sword
least the
can
things
kill
that can cause it.
anyone, like.
But a musket can kill people easier, so can a cannon. Even without armor.
Depends on who's wielding it, but I'll get right on that. I will get on
It's the
fixing
same thing with the
the
bladed
bars.
weapons. Alright, I'll go talk to her.
A lot of it. We need to cut down.
Did you let them know about the bars and the wall?
Yep.
Well, the wall I'm not going to be able to do much with. That's, if it's stonework, that's going to.
That's the thing that makes us go. That's the thing that we're gonna follow the law and uphold it. Not somebody who thinks that they can pull back and they can find
Over there.
if he wants to be a mercenary, a living of his own law, then
hello.
go ahead and do such a thing. Can you put this within the armory, please? We have
What is
a
it?
new. We have a new. This is a chest for the rest of the ammunition.
We're gonna secure the ammunition and the rest of the ammunition within a chest.
Behind another lock that got broken.
Luke, I'm not gonna talk semantics.
Am I wrong?
Shut up, Luke. Put it in the.
I'm right. Even the Crafters Guild said so. They're gonna be fixing the wall, the armory, but they can't fix the wall. At least not until we get a stonemason here. The guard's supposed to protect this city. Not that hard to move it. Oh, here, maybe I can find her. it's better to get out of here before we got a repeat of Marcus. Yeah, that'll work. I'll go find her and ask. Maybe she's over there.
I have an idea probably what it was, but also I feel like that lady has also been known.
I have a request that
Take that out of the consideration.
hopefully you'll accept. At night, would I be able to at least guard the armory? Because I'm worried about it, and mainly because I don't want people to get hurt.
Sally, do you want to weigh in?
Post. If you want to take up the post and you feel that strongly about it, you are free to do so. However, there is a night's watch, specifically made for the armor. But if you'd like to join, go ahead. You won't get as much sleep, though.
That's fine, I'm up most nights anyways.
Well then, you're free to post up.
Yeah.
Hello? Can we help you?
Hello, Miss Violet and Miss Selena here. They just
the
came up
full
on their
on
ship in the docks.
Let's go. We should be there.
Good luck with that. Don't yell at them too much.
Sorry, the docks didn't go, I guess.
DM present.
Hello. I don't know if the DMs want to make the whole thing that happened with the cannon an actual thing. Because it seems to have got a lot more serious than what it was. But if you do want to, I would like to investigate the armory, see if any locks were messed with, stuff like that. If possible.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah, I understand it's supposed to be like a jokey thing, so I don't know. But it got pretty serious again.
Hi, Mango.
Hello. Hot Beef is here as well. God, I got everyone.
How can I help?
As I told Hot Beef, I don't know if you guys want the whole cannon thing to be an actual serious thing or not. It was mainly just a random happenstance, but if you do, I was going to investigate the locks, see if any of them might have signs of tampering with it. I also wanted to take a look at because they put the rest of the gunpowder in a chest, I wanted to see if the locks are roughly the same, because if they were able to tamper with these, then they'd be able to get in the chest as well.
And there's no recent signs of tampering. A lot of the keyholes on these gates are all scratched up from previous attempts at lockpicking.
Is there any sign, like scratch marks, footprints, stuff like that? Maybe if the person used a gunpowder to put in the cannon, maybe there's a trace of that. Could have been some still on their hand, or anything like that.
See, there's been mud tracked in here, but it's probably been by other guards.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do.
Which chest did they put it in?
I don't think it's an actual prop, but it's just a chest in there. Though, with what I just got, would I be able to confirm that they got him without using the locks, or I just don't know?
It's not clear.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? How we doing?
What do you think?
Yeah, no, probably not good. Yeah, no, understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my word doesn't mean shit to Ava, but I do think you're right. We definitely should have the cannon in there.
The captain's a little hot-headed. They don't exactly.
Yeah, she says we're not supposed to. I'm not sure if she's noticed.
I said the exact same thing.
Doesn't really mean what won't happen. Yeah.
I said the exact same thing. It's happened before. She doesn't seem to listen to guards' wishes for some reason. It makes me worry. Almost like safety of the town is not our first thought.
Most towns usually have an entirely separate, outside thing when it comes to cannons. And,
usually.
Heavy artillery. I'm pretty sure we got funds. We could easily get one made.
Be good. If you want to go talk to her about that, you can. She'll listen to me.
Yeah, I'll probably tell her about that in a bit later.
Be prepared to be yelled at, though. She's good at that.
Yeah, no, she sure does like to be loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. do stuff. I'll see you. Woo.
Well, at least I have one person on Leaf's side who agrees with me. It's a shame they're no one of power. Like every other damn city. Oh, hello, Jack. Oh, you missed some interesting, crazy stuff. And Luke being yelled at. You need something from the armory?
No. Do you?
No, I'm guarding, I guess. Someone broke in earlier. At least we think so.
Again.
Again, yes. Do you know anyone who's good with locks? Alright. Now there's a hole in the armory. You would see an entire hole in the inner bars there. Someone somehow loaded the cannon, and then when the guards were over here polishing the weapons, the cannon was lit, they tried to stop it, ended up going off. There's a hole in the bars, and a cannonball stuck in the wall over there. Captain won't listen to me about moving the gunpowder away from the cannons. Well, there's a hole in there. She believes that these locks would be safe enough. And I think this is the third time it's been broken into. Or something like that.
Few days. Yes.
Yes, in the past few days.
Common problem.
Seems to be. Be prepared to be yelled at. She yelled at me. She's hot-headed. Oh god, out of character, I know so many people that I could talk to about inspecting these locks to see if they're... Like, Otto, for example, I'm pretty sure he has skills in this sort of stuff. He can inspect the locks, see if they're, like, damaged or not. But I'm trying to think if Luke would have any knowledge of that. He has knowledge that Otto has done some shady stuff back in Bargast, but nothing specific like this. If he knew, like, a locksmith... Well, he was told about a locksmith, but, you know, he was not. He was told about someone who worked with the guns. That was not a locksmith. Right now, Luke's like contemplating. He refused the order to like stop, because his whole thing was with the gunpowder is he doesn't want to keep the gunpowder right beside the cannon because that's the thing they need to fire it. So he doesn't want to keep the ammunition right beside the thing that just got fired because someone broke in. Well, Ava was very much against that for some reason, and Luke, being the type of person, his whole philosophy is that he's going to protect the people of this town if he's a guard. If he gets an order that contradicts that, he's still going to do it. As he said to Ava, he will put a sword to her neck if she gives him an order that doesn't protect the town. Well, no, he said, I'm willing to put a sword to your neck to protect the town. Because that's his entire thing with it. Like he said to Ava before when she yelled at him again was, I don't hold a shield so I can just say that I might protect the people behind me. I hold it so that I can. His whole philosophy that if he doesn't protect the people behind him, he would die before that. He knows it's not 100% guaranteed that him protecting people will help them, but he's not just going to go around saying, there's a chance I can help you. Like, imagine a superhero or even a police going around being like, I might not be able to help you. They give confidence. They say, like, I'm going to help you or stuff like that. I think Ava's the type of person where she was involved in the whole Vargas stuff, but from like the other side Luke was. Luke was involved in like the whole thief families. And those were, I think Ava was part of like the guard. So they experienced a kind of corrupt uprising, while Luke experienced the people who kind of pushed that. From my knowledge at least. I'm pretty sure that's what the thief family was involved in. So what I think is Ava hasn't seen the side where people do this sort of stuff. She's seen the side from a guard's eyes, meaning she thinks lock and key, cells, that's what's going to help. When it's just not. Like artillery and cannons, at least in real life, they would keep that sort of stuff separate from the rest of the armory. Because there's no point. It's just more dangerous keeping it here. Because, and their argument was, but there's blades in here. I'm like, a musket can kill someone instantly to the heart, even if they have plate armor. While weapons require a lot more skill to be able to be that deadly. So some random person breaking in is going to have a way easier time killing people with something like a musket or hell, even a cannon. That'll turn you to paste. In every conversation Luke's had about stuff like this, Ava has yelled at him. So currently he's contemplating whether this guard is a good idea. Because if this guard continues to go down this level of leadership, Luke might try to take like a vigilante role and do things himself to protect the town behind the scenes. Because if he leaves the guard, that would cause an issue. If the guard becomes corrupt, like it looks like it might be, because of Ava, he wants to at least have an inside footing so he can do things. Like, for example, I was half tempted to try to get into that chest with the gunpowder and pour water on it so it's waterlogged. Because waterlogged gunpowder doesn't really work. Because that would kind of more stealthily cause it not to work, because it would be waterlogged and then it would dry up and it still would struggle to work. So it wouldn't, unless they checked it super recently after that, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. The issue is getting through the chest that they put it into it. While the person who broke in here 100% would be able to, because they got through 2 locks already. And they only need to get through 2 now, again, because there's a hole in the bars. I doubt they'd have much issue breaking into the chest. Because Ava's ignored, like, half of Luke's recommendations for, like, defending the town in warfare and stuff. Like, because Luke has a lot more of a knowledge of how to prepare for a siege, because a town guard wouldn't be preparing for a siege. Like, they're the town guard. It's a lot more of an army. Like, yeah, they would be part of it, but they wouldn't be the ones preparing it. People like crafters and stuff. Like, these locks are not built by guards. The cannons are not built by guards. Stuff like that. So he's tried to provide a lot of advice about it. Also, Luke's been a mercenary a good amount of his life, so he's been around. He's experienced what, like, defense looks like and how it acts, things like that. And of course, his time in Bargus, he was being part of the thief families in Bargus, he didn't see a siege. He did see people trying to sabotage stuff to defend a siege. And you'd still learn that sort of stuff. Because a town, especially as big as Bargus, will always be preparing for stuff like that. Well, I don't know for certain if he would have seen that stuff. I'm assuming so. Especially with everything that was going on in Bargus. Even then, if it wasn't in Bargus, other towns, you would have seen that. Like, well, cities more. Because a town like Leafside, a small portside town having a cannon is a big deal. Because they're expensive and hard to make. Typically, you'd see cannons in large cities because they have the money to employ people who can make cannons. And in Wardens, this type of technology is decently new. Things like muskets. Cannons, not as much, but still. Things like muskets are kind of thing that's just being introduced into warfare. So I have a feeling Ava just doesn't know what they can do. Or, it feels like she's very much blinded about the guard mindset of, like, all you need to protect it is lock and key. Just wear a bunch of armor and you'll be fine. Stuff like that. That's very much what it feels like. Don't know for sure, but... Because any captain that wants to protect the town wouldn't be making choices that would actively hurt the town. And it's not the first time she did so. She's actively ignored guard suggestions and stuff like that when it's a team of guards. It's not just one person. It's not a dictatorship. So, typically, you'd listen to the input of your guards. But Luke's whole thing is that he is willing to go against her orders if it's going to harm the town. Even if it gets him taken out of the guard. He's not following any orders that could get the town hurt.
These ones here, you can see the where the cannons line up, basically.
Understood. Alright, so yeah, these two here. Alright. Did someone set off the cannon again? Apparently.
Yes. And, yeah. Me and Sally are looking into making it a little bit more difficult, but still keeping the equipment with our premium.
Seems sensible. Perhaps keeping the wicks in a separate lockbox.
That's what we're thinking.
Everyone else is doing the same suggestions.
That and keeping the ammo and powder more secure. Yeah.
I'm gonna use a little bit of my breath to melt this in. So stay back.
You're good. Sally, I did also, so I commissioned Boren a little bit ago to do some new locks for the cells and create that would offer some runic addition with it. I asked Nakir here to maybe some additional ones for the army itself to help improve that. So we can probably do that, and if anything, maybe one for the chest. We have the ammunition and heavy equipment stored as well.
I guess I totally agree. Man, Dragon's Fire, that thing ain't gonna get open up no time.
Well, they'll certainly be secure. So what exactly happened? Someone let off the
we
cannon?
had a lady come and cleaning. I think apparently since the last time we used the cannon, which is in West Harley, I'm not sure if you know, but that apparently already had a cannon in it. And then as she was polishing it, I don't know how this happened, but it set off a spark and it fired the cannon.
How do you?
I don't
Some
know.
vigorous cleaning.
That's some vigorous cleaning, apparently. But
I don't fucking know.
say la vie, they were fine. No
But
one was
resecured
hurt,
for
except
now.
us.
Thank you, Nakir.
For no
Well,
problem.
Well, and
putting the ammunition away in a
whatever
separate
you
chest
need for that will compensate you for the charge for the bars, and of course the difference for the locks, the additional locks as well.
Yeah, I'll just, like I said, since this is something for the guards type of thing, securing the weapons. No charge for the labor. We'll charge the treasury a little bit for the materials, essentially.
That's entirely fine. Just feel free to send me the invoice.
Will do.
I love taxes.
I feel like the taxes are the only thing that pays for the guns.
But hopefully that at least will help alleviate certain things. I'll try to expedite that now that we can always have the forge available at the very least. So. Then I'm going to drag every single guard that I see here, and I am going to make it entirely clear what I expect and what is to be expected of the guard.
Public floggings.
Maybe. Not off the table. However, probably not. Get one taste of power.
One of these
Public
days.
floggings.
One of these days.
Is there anything else that you need help with currently?
No, that's it. But I just thought I'd let you know as far as measures I was looking into helping the situation.
Of course. If there's anything else that we can think of, we should probably expedite it by the end of the day. But either way, we've got more work to do. So let's get going.
Here we do.
Can't get
Right you are, Lieutenant
Alright.
Fairley. Don't forget to shut the doors.
Yep. One second, let me double check the chest. We have everything locked in.
Ava, just a word of advice. I'd get those runes or whatever for more than just the locks. I investigated them and they most likely weren't tampered with.
Then it was negligence.
That, or someone broke in like the invisible people did. In the last few weeks,
Well,
it's been
that's
broken in 3 times.
And that's exactly why I'm expediting those. That's exactly why I'm expediting the locks specifically for that reason.
Not everything can be kept safe under lock and key. You know this.
I know, but we can best adapt and prepare means as best we can and improve.
Yeah, we
Nothing's
haven't.
foolproof, but
They broke in the same way that the people who murdered people did. That was weeks ago. We haven't adapted. I know you're not going to listen to me. But in Bargist, I've seen how people break into this sort of stuff. Just go do your duties. You won't listen to me, but authority isn't everything. You should know that more than most.
Authority isn't everything, yes, but there's also respect in people that are trying to deal with it and you trying to not acknowledge it. I have
Every
given
single
you
conversation we
plenty
had
of
about
chances.
this, you've yelled at me. Every single time.
Luke, I have given your counsel chance many times before. I have acknowledged and took some of that into account. What I do not take is insubordination and outright refusal to acknowledge things. I understand your points, and I am making measures to do that, and me and Sally are doing that so that this can be alleviated or minimized. Nothing is foolproof.
Authority isn't everything.
Everything in there is dangerous.
The rest of the guard exists.
Everything in there is dangerous.
Like I said, you're not going to listen to me. You've already seen the other side. Don't worry.
And
As a
don't
captain,
think-
you'll take
and don't think-
responsibility. Whether it's good or bad. So just leave me alone. Rather not be
Do
yelled
not
at you
think
for
I'm
like
not
the
aware the
fifth
situation
time.
as well. And I will not take insubordination any further.
I think
Am
I
clear?
just stated like 5 times that you know it better than us. You know I'm
Am
not
I
wrong.
clear?
No.
Luke, if you continue this, I will consider your suspension.
There are plenty of people in this town that protect her without the title of a guard. You've seen it, so
but you
have
will
I.
not have the authority, so I highly advise you be quiet, consider your words, and the
Authority
position
isn't
you're in.
everything. Like I just said. You know what I did back in Barkist. You should trust me.
I am more than Wolf Leader. You do not have to remind me.
You're on the other side.
We're gonna tail this discussion. I don't want to hear anything further. Nothing.
Don't worry, you won't let me speak. Won't get anything else.
And then build a new house, which would be my house, but we would have a work.
Anything happens to you while you're down there, you're reliant on yourselves
Didn't
to stay out of it.
I agree to the terms of
Okay.
What was that?
Will do my best to keep these fools out of trouble.
Good. At least I am going to rely. Ooh, what the fuck? I'm going to rely on you for
A
that.
few of the other members left. We lost,
Does that seem reasonable?
Ozul, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
That
the
one
flag
also
here.
You
brought up a good
do
point.
your best to stay in the middle of the pack, please. Yeah.
All
Sorry,
right.
I'm.
Erebus left. Well, I mean, that's a shame. He was a good friend, but also
You have been known blind.
troublemaker.
And just
It's true.
Just
Times have been
just be smart. Just don't
quite strange here.
have
I'm actually
don't
very
set up
smart.
excuses.
You-
I'm super smart.
I come and you stole my ideas, you know?
No.
I am staying, yes.
She is.
Honey coffee.
We don't need
I've
a
been in
shirt to be
Candace
on the
before.
ground, do you?
I have cave experience.
Mitch also doesn't wear a shirt sometimes.
Alright.
He's the best mind I
Yeah.
know.
Yes, that's because he's
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little redecoration.
That's
If you turned it all pink, though, I might. What?
Designed.
Oh god, hon, I couldn't stay.
hopefully you run into him. I mean, he has a camp.
Okay.
That
Well.
was the most teeth grinding, hair pulling.
Anything happens,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, I've
Still
Yeah.
this and now as she sees others. Now she's turning into a little version of me now.
Good. Alright. That's great. I know you have permission, however, don't.
Although they don't have all your features.
Fine.
Yes.
Well, she's turning green. That's a good
I
start.
think collectively, all of us in the circle make up
Or
like
ill.
90% of the smartness.
One of the two.
Ill?
Yeah,
I'm not
ill. You
I'm
turn
just-
green when you're green. Well, yeah, no, you're an anomaly.
Is that like
I'm the anomaly?
survival at all? Like,
Yeah, what are you trying to say? You saying I'm an anomaly? You're
Fuck
not
yeah, you
scoring many
are.
good. What the?
I shared a pipe with her and
You're not scoring many good points in wife book right now.
Otto, could I ask your help with
Why are you
something?
standing very specifically? Oh,
I need your
so
help
you want
with
my help with something?
It's okay, that's
Why is that?
Oh my god.
definitely bring that with you.
Otto.
What do you want?
It's important and a bit
Space.
private.
I'll lose it.
Uh-huh. Somewhere private. Fine. Lead the way. I don't mind having a conversation.
You're gonna get that man in trouble.
I don't have anywhere private.
You saw that with me.
I saw that.
I'm just a
I saw
guard.
that.
Two. That's like 4 witnesses total. He counts as 2.
You know, my wife is confident in me and trusts me, and I can flirt all I want, however, actively choose not to.
My
Three of you, or is there
gabagoober.
anyone else that's just
I'm gonna kick the shit out of him.
Please don't.
Okay. Sorry, what was that? Are you taking me somewhere, or do you want to have a conversation somewhere? What do you need?
I don't have anywhere private myself. I'm just a guard.
Alright, then come on this way.
Alright.
What the fuck?
So,
The back entrance is always a reasonable place to have a conversation.
Yeah. I'm risking myself saying this, but you're good at more of the shady stuff, right?
To some capacity. But I ask that that you acknowledge that I am a councilman, as well as a close affiliate of the Guard.
I think that'll make
I'm not
it easier.
saying to. Wonderful. Then what do you need? Because I do love a little bit of a shady espionage or some sort of weird thing. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Today the armor was broken into, and for some reason
Today?
they loaded the cannon. One of the guards tried to stop. It was lit, so my guards tried to stop it, and it went off, making a hole in the armory. I tried speaking to Ava about moving the gunpowder away from the cannon, because it's been broken into like 3 times in the last few weeks, to avoid more of that. But she's not listening to me. I'm worried the people leading the guard don't exactly have the ability to keep people safe. She's made a lot of choices that aren't about the town.
So Ava is actively refusing to do anything about the armory being broken
All she did
into.
was put it in another chest when the person already got through 2 locks.
Here's what I want to do. I want to riddle that area with alarm runes as well as sleep runes.
What I want to do is... Either... I know you're a councilman, so I'm probably gonna get screwed for this, but...
Oh no, I'm a councilman who likes to see something chaotic happen. Please, do tell.
The people leading the guard don't exactly seem competent. I don't have the authority to help myself. You're good at the more shady stuff. Wanted to ask if you could teach me. 'Cause I don't want to.
Teach you the shady stuff.
I'm sure you're aware of the stuff that happened in Bargast.
I'm fully aware. He pulls out a small, seemingly multi-tool.
People need to be doing
You're
things
gonna take
behind the
this.
scenes.
Mm-hmm. Those are a pair of lockpicks. I want you to just figure out how they work. If you can't figure out how a lock works, or how to use those pieces of equipment, then you're not built for this.
Understood.
You need to be able to get through a locked door. You need to understand what goes into getting into that armory.
And the other immediate idea I had was possibly seeing if we could waterlog the gunpowder so it doesn't get used if someone breaks back in. I don't have the ability to open the lock in the chest, but I have the keys for the rest of the armory.
I'll need you in a bit. Unfortunately, destroying one of our assets is not the best idea.
Then maybe we could move it.
It's within likelihood,
I don't wanna
but it's
find
not a good idea right now.
Okay.
If you want to do shady things, you need to develop a sense of patience. Yeah, I know you want to do something about it now because your emotions are heightened, because it's very irritating to see Ava incompetently acting on her emotions. So don't be like her. Be patient. See your opportunity. I want to see to riddling that area with sleep runes as well as alarm runes.
Alright. I'll
That's
get
what I
to
want
work
to
on
do.
learning this.
Good.
I guess I'll return to you when I'm
When
done.
you figure out how to get through a door, come find me. And don't get fucking caught.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take a few days though to learn this thing.
Understood. Now you skedaddle. I've got things to do.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Working behind the guard's back to keep the town safe.
Reformed the basement, made it very cozy. We had girls' night, and I don't remember how it went.
Oh, I need to make a model for Luke where it's like a disguise or something. This is gonna be fun. I already have a training thing for sword stuff, but I might ask the DMs if I could remove that and replace it with the lockpick, because this is more important. This is gonna be fun though. We're doing the classic like espionage stuff. Now I risked a lot. I could see Otto telling Ava, considering they're friends from Vargas. I don't know about friends, but they're still both on the council. But this is less an issue of just this. This has not been the first time this sort of stuff has happened. So Luke wants to learn it so he can deal with it in the future. His whole idea is that the guard is too incompetent to work it on themselves. So what he wants to do is let the guard do their thing, and he basically fixes the issues himself from the background. Ah, this is gonna be fun. I like this. Did not expect. I did not Oh, we won't. I don't think we will. But, I did not expect Luke to go down this route. I said that as things happen, he's going to learn more about the reality of the world, and this is learning the reality of, like, a guard. Authority makes people corrupt, and that's what's happening to Ava. This is gonna be rough. Because Luke is going against a friend of his, pretty much. Just Ava was the only one that he was confident in talking to her in complete truth. Like, they would have emotional conversations and stuff. That's mainly because Ava recognized the symbol on his back. Ooh, this is gonna be fucking fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be emotional as shit as well. Working actively against one of his, like, currently, at least to him, closest friends, that he's becoming corrupt. Like, watching that happen and then having to go. This is like a Batman origin story almost. Not saying he's become, like, as good as Batman, but still. It'll be fun to play a kind of. Like, I was originally going to create another character to play a more, like, roguish type character. Which I still will. I still have plans for that. But, like, a second character. But this, I wouldn't mind Luke going down that route. I'm gonna put on, like, a different personality for him when he's doing that sort of stuff. The issue is I would like some sort of ability to cloak. For that, I need to talk to Otto about runes, I think, if that's even an ability of them. Or get enough skill that you can escape. The whole idea is that he doesn't get in combat. So what I'm going to have him do, I'm going to have him train the lockpicks, and then I'm going to have him train in, like, more rogue-style combat. And stealth, I guess? I don't know, I'd say rogue-style combat would be good. I don't know, I'll talk to DMs and see how that works. I don't know how you train stealth, except from just experience. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. I'm excited for this. Yeah, this is gonna be fun as fuck. I really hope Otto just I really hope Otto didn't lie to Luke and just goes and tells them. Well, Jesus, I mean, I really hope that Otto is not going to go and tell them. Because this seems like a really fun thing that we can do. Because while Luke doesn't fully trust Otto, he knows his skills. Because he's heard them and had a conversation about them. Stuff like that. Tyrion and Ava actually gave him information about his involvement in Barghest. Ooh, I can't wait to do, like, fucking espionage shit. This is gonna be great. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The whole idea is to get in and out without being seen. So what's going to happen is they're going to be doing things, and it's going to go very well for them, but they're going to think that they did it perfectly fine. And then, like, I could do an epic movie moment later on that when I'm found out, I reveal and show proof that I was the one that stopped all the issues and stuff and kept things going. 'Cause that's the goal. Now, it's roleplay, so there could be a chance that never happens. I could get caught, or maybe Luke is completely wrong with all of this. I don't think he's wrong with the whole gunpowder thing, but still. Because Ava herself definitely does not think that she's being corrupt. And also Sally, the lieutenant. She telling a guard to shut up instead of, like, doing it professionally is... Like, she feels just like another citizen. Or she sounds like a mercenary, in all honesty. So that's another thing. Like, she's also always been very aggressive against the other guards. Like, very quick to anger. So is Ava. So the guard being ran by two people who are extremely quick to anger makes it an issue. So we're going to see if we can patch those holes up. And if Luke has to go down a little bit of an evil route to at least other people's eyes, that's fine. We're doing the vigilante route. Oh, that's going to be fun. So, he never actively did thief stuff. He just saw it. Because, well, he did participate in some of it, but he wasn't, like, climbing or doing rogue stuff. It was his family was involved in a lot of it, so they would have... It was more... Like, they were peasants more being used for it. So they weren't actually actively doing it, but they saw it. They definitely would have seen it. So Luke's gonna have to train that. Because he has combat knowledge. Hand-to-hand combat knowledge as well. Because that just comes from combat, but I could probably train that as well. The idea is that I want to train more roguelike combat, stealth, and of course the lockpicks. Basically all the stuff you'd expect from a rogue is what I want to start training. The idea is that at night he would be training the rogue combat. The stealth, I have no idea how you'd train. I might ask DMs how you do that, if it even needs to be a training thing. The lockpicks obviously will be. Now, as for getting like fake locks or something, what he could do is he could try to test it on the locks that go into the guard barracks. Or I'd have to have a chance to break it. I don't know if I'm going to, but it would be a badass moment, like a really cinematic moment breaking into Otto's house. Like, it's probably not going to happen, but imagine like a scene where like Otto opens his door, walks in, I'm already in there, it's like, ooh, shit, lots of like, sorry. He's already in there, it's like, he's just like, I learned how to open it. Stuff like that would be badass. Wanna know what sucks? Luke's original major strength was quick learner. But I thought I would never have to learn things as Luke because because of his whole thing with the, like he had no magic. Because at the time, there was really nothing to learn. If I kept that, it would have been way easier now. But unfortunately, it's not. And I don't think I could ask DMs to have it back, but I'll do it the hard way. I can do it the hard way. This is gonna be fucking fun. You broke into his office? You did? Shit. I'm nervous though. I've never played like a character like this. I want to have like a different personality for his disguise. Like some sort of like almost, I don't know, very like mischievous type character. And I want to figure out a way to give him a disguise that hides his face, but doesn't look like dumb. I would like to utilize some sort of magic, and that would require runes, which I could speak to Otto about that, but not gonna do that right now. Like a smoke bomb or something to get away if I'm caught. That'd be a cool, like, magic mechanic as well. I have, like, runes that can do certain things, but I only have a limited amount until I get them made. So each, like, espionage type operation, I would need to make sure I have them prepared, and then I need to use it in a way where I won't run out too quickly. Stuff like that, I think would be fun. That would be very fun. Have, like, a almost mana system. Because I never stated that rune, like, well, magic does affect him, like, negatively. Runes would probably work. As well as technically magic, it's... I don't know, I'd have to... Like, something like a cloaking rune probably wouldn't work, but, like, a smoke bomb would. Something like that. Or maybe some sort of, like... Fuck, even, like, some sort of like, a disorienting grenade type thing, but it's a rune, would work. You just use it and then disorient, like a, not something like a flashbang, but like, oh, sort of would be like it. Or even like a non-lethal, type grenade, something that just disorients people so we can get away. Oh, this is gonna be fun as fuck. I'm gonna have him roleplay doing the lock in between, like, not in between, sorry, as he's getting ready for bed. I don't know why I went in here. So in the bed, he'll be doing it late at night and stuff. Maybe while he's... Well, he did say he's gonna do guard duty, which is the issue.
Yes.
Let's usurp a fucking... This is some Game of Thrones type shit. Let's usurp a like hierarchy. Like, that's what we're doing. We're not doing it like in the literal sense where we're gonna kill off the top and then become the top type thing. It's more like we're going to fix their problems. Because I don't think Luke would be able to kill just yet, because he hasn't yet to kill someone. But I could see in the future that if things get bad, if it's like things get really bad, I could see him doing it. Because the idea is, as he learns more and more things, he will like get more like kind of hardened, I guess, to the world. So depending what happens first, whether he's forced to kill someone in guard duty, he'll probably have a panic attack when that happens, or if he gets to the point, well, if he gets hardened enough, he might just be fine with just killing at that point. The whole, like, emotionless, well, not emotionless, but get rid of emotions type thing, and have the emotions be more of an act. Like, if, for example, if Ava was going to come up to Luke, and maybe if she went up and apologized or something like that, Luke is going to go with it, even though he doesn't believe it. Like, he's going to go with it even though he doesn't believe it. All of his faith and trust is gone for Ava. It's been fading like from each argument they've had about this sort of stuff, but this was like the last straw. We're gonna do some fun rogue shit. This is gonna be fun. No, don't do that. Never use screen space shaders in RP. Please. There are people with photosensitive stuff and that sort of stuff. I'm never using that. Most likely the smoke bomb would be a DM thing. I tell the DM I'm using it. Or the disorienting thing. But no, never use screen space, never use anything like blur. I don't even use distortion for my particles. Because if someone's face is like directly in the distortion, it'll take their entire view and like twist it. So please, for the love of God, never use screen space stuff for RP. Thank you. There's a lot of people in Metaverse who use like screen space, like blur or shaking, and it's not okay. People have photosensitivity, they can get motion sickness, stuff like that, and it's not fucking needed. Hi, did you need something?
Oh no, nothing, just saying hi. You out on patrol or something?
Yeah.
I won't hold you up. Apologies.
Okay. Then let's do this. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, I'm going through like a fucking Arya Stark moment. The like training she becomes to be like a rogue type assassin thing. It's gonna be. I'm excited. And if the story weave that I submitted to DMs gets accepted, then oh shit, this will be even crazier. Because the story weave that I have, that I sent in, I don't think it's gonna be accepted because it is a pretty big stretch from what might, like, I don't know if they're able to fit it in. But regardless, if it does, that will be fucking crazy. It'll be perfect for this. I'm not going to share any details about this. I haven't even told my partner, because I want to keep it as secret as possible. But, shit, like, this shit's going to be really fun. I've never played a rogue. I've never. The whole, like, alter identity thing. I did that in NDA a little bit, but it didn't work out too well, and it kind of had no reason for it. It was like an in-between season thing that happened that caused it. And it was a little bit of a stretch, me saying that it wouldn't have been, realistically, it probably wouldn't have gone down that way, but I wanted to because it sounded cool. But this is an actual, like, feasible in roleplay reason why all this is happening. Ooh, please, Otto, please don't tell them. Please, for the love of God. Please be on my side. I probably shouldn't have even gone to... I don't know, he gave me a lockpick, though.
Oh, we're finally getting somewhere.
I don't know, only reason Luke asked him is because he knows a little... Like, he's the only one he really knows that does that sort of stuff. So... Like, he knows the stories that Tyrion and Ava have told him. Oh, I'm excited. I'm sitting here being like, I want to make the model now for, like, the disguise. I don't know what I'm going to use, though, is the thing. Well, doing something like a hood would be cool. I think that would be a little too generic. It might look a little silly. So I don't know, some sort of mask or something. Because I'm using Final Fantasy 14 assets, so I'll need to look through there and see what they have. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff, because Final Fantasy 14 is very good at doing more like fantastical, more fantasy, non-armored outfits. Like, a lot of the armor in Final Fantasy 14 are, like, really weird looking. Like, kind of reminds me of Dark Souls armor, where it's just, like, way too bulky. So, something like that, like, more cloth stuff I'd probably be pretty easy to find. It's just the face covering, the mask. I'd like it to be a full mask. Something that hides his identity completely. So, I don't know, I'd have to work on it. Ah, this is fun. Ah, I'm excited. I know I'm saying a lot. I did not expect Luke to go down this route, but I am happy. This is going to be some fun roleplay. I have said, though, that the only way Luke would be able to use magic would be if his body gets modified. What if I got, like, runes carved into his body and stuff and modified his body that way? That would be insane. That'd be cool. Change his body so that it itself is a conduit for magic. Not just, like, the mana going through, like, modify in some sort of way. That sounds fun. I'm excited. That might be awesome. It's gonna be fun playing like a guard and knowing that I'm like in the background as well. Ooh. Luckily, this sort of stuff is something I don't mind being out of character, because I have faith that OSL and the others will not metagame, So I might even tell like OSL this and be like, hey, we're planning shit in the background. Because I don't think OSL would metagame. So even if she knows out of character. At least I hope not. I've roleplayed with her quite a bit, so I have faith that she won't. She's a pretty good role player, so I don't think she would. Like, I don't know if she's intentionally role-playing Ava becoming more corrupt, but that's what's happening. And she's very good at, like, angry Ava is a very big thing. And she's great at playing Ava angry. I don't know if she's fully intending for Ava to go down the corrupted route, but like I said, that's what's happening. So, we'll see how it goes. This is awesome too, because it's like the beginning of wartime in Wardens. And this is the exact kind of thing that would happen. Like, people starting to, like, go in the background stuff and fuck with things. Something I don't recognize. Maybe they're one of the NPCs or something. Wow, that person looks cool too. Looks like Scar's character almost. It's not. Shit. Wonder who that is. Yeah, there are a few new characters accepted. Because current cast members are able to submit other characters. As like an announcement when that happens. I was partly tempted to ask, like, I was just thinking about it, ask DMs, like, to be like, hey, can we say my character has, like, a, like, I've introduced a new character, but I haven't, just so people think, like, out of character think that it's someone separate, so they don't metagame. But I have faith that a lot of people here won't metagame, so I'm not going to do that. Like, I'll straight up, they'll know out of character that it's me. That's what, I know, like, when Coyote did, like, a disguise thing in NDA, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out of character knew that was him. And a lot of the people that were in NDA are here, so I don't think they'll metagame. This is going to be tense, though. I've never played this kind of character before. We're not even going to fuck up. That's why I want to try to prepare means of getting away if I'm caught as well. Actually, I need to go get my shield back. I don't think Vincent has, Vincent's not here today, but I could go ask still. Nope. I'll speak with him later. I want to find out about the, shield. I'm thinking of maybe sitting down a little bit. I'm gonna go walk around the guard barracks, see if anyone's there. I might find one of the seats and sit down, because I think I need to. I don't know, I guess. Wardens does not allow full invisibility, is the thing. So probably an out-of-character toggle when I go, like, hide and then go to switch, but I don't know, I think DMs might want me to roleplay straight up going to where I'm switching. This is gonna be tense as fuck. I love this. Don't close it, I'm going through.
What? No, I wanted to talk to you.
We're gonna set up the strings in the background. Screw them over.
I don't know how much you know about what's happened, but
Are they happy about or hell, even surprised with the whole ancestor thing? I imagine they weren't expecting it.
Well, I can at least say Father Demir was not entirely surprised, but then again, we always get our insight from the lady.
I hate sitting down in RP.
So,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
knowledge that there were cultists
Well,
and
I mean,
that one
getting
of
the chair, I always
ancestors
feel
had been
bad because it
desecrated
feels
was
like I'm
men.
breaking RP because people
But
obviously can tell.
they were good.
But I know
It was
people
nice
typically
to
think it's
be
okay.
able to give in-person knowledge. Knowing one thing for the lady is one thing, but being able to talk in person about it is nice. Fill in the gaps.
Imagine the followers of Lady Lucifer are probably very happy, like over the moon, I imagine.
Indeed. They were the first ones to know from what I heard.
Huh? You may need to repeat that.
Apologies.
It's fine, it's fine. I like to actually learn about others. It is a good experience to be able to understand others.
Indeed. You're more than welcome
And I
to come
won't
by
take
whenever
my
you
leave,
like.
I need to
Of course.
Issue is I need to continue being nice to Ava.
Restful day.
And that's the whole thing of not getting caught, is the whole idea is that they don't know that there's someone patching up the, like, corrupt holes in the, guard. So they won't have any reason to suspect someone, but if I get caught, they would probably instantly suspect Luke.
It's going well.
She's somewhere. I know they needed to talk to Layla about something, but I assume they've already handled that. Maybe? I don't know. It's good to see them, though. It's kind of a surprise. The dock bell didn't get rung, so I thought that we were going to get attacked or something. See a boat pulling into the docks.
Oh, they came across. I see. We were talking about that earlier, actually. Perhaps the sign of people coming back in winter is something of an omen of spring coming sooner than later.
Perhaps. Hopefully.
As the snowbirds tend to leave their home when it gets cold.
I think I do want to try to do that, like, runic thing where carve it into his body to make his body be able to channel magic. It wouldn't necessarily be his body, it would be more the runes on his body charging magic, but still.
It's certainly fine. It is good to see everyone again. I've just been making the rounds.
What if DMs
Some
would
of
let
the
that
silver went
happen?
out to the mines already.
Probably
New
would.
faces.
That'd be cool, though.
There's a new Greek Death Layer in town. Her name's Claire. Very interesting one.
Clara. Oh, so that must have been her then. I did see her earlier, but I only barely managed to get an introduction before they needed to go. But I will make
they're
sure
very
to do a
excitable.
proper one later. That would make sense, especially going out to mines. Except for Old Mum and then. Yes, I will not
suppose it
keep you
looks
from
back
the work you're doing.
Yeah.
Skylar, good to see you.
Probably Otto, because he's a runesmith.
Are you Sable?
I'm afraid.
No, Sable is...
I'd probably talk to Otto about it, but I'm gonna do lockpick stuff first. I need to get Otto to trust me more, because that's like a very intense thing.
Excuse me, are you Sable?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
She's
Hands will be
holding a
hard to
gas
see in the
mask
rain.
just
there's Celine.
towards the filter.
I need this refiltered. If that's okay,
Hello.
please.
Yeah, I can do that. Very pretty umbrella. Thank you very much. It's good to see everyone.
Do you need it at any time?
Indeed it is. I just returned myself
Before
about
sundown,
an hour ago.
preferably, please.
Maybe a bit less. I returned to my homeland.
Never mind,
I
I do
had to
not
give
need
a
to clear
report
my
back to
head
the
anymore.
temples about an incident with our ancestor. That was taken care of.
Okay, I hope that went well.
It did. It was good to see the homeland again.
It's good to see you again.
You look familiar.
Yes, I don't believe we've spoken much. I don't remember your name, but I remember your face. My name is Celine.
Skylar.
Skylar, pleasure to meet you.
I'm so incredibly cold now.
Oh, it is cold out, yes.
'Tis the winter rain.
Oh yes, it's awful.
Well, at least it
Winter
isn't
rain,
snowy yet.
winds, just the recipe
Means
for
it is still warm
complete.
enough.
There's so many new faces as well. It's impossible to meet everyone at once.
I'm joking with Violet that perhaps all of us returning in the winter means that the spring is coming sooner rather than later.
Hopefully.
Hello, Adam. Good to see you again.
You're back finally.
Oh, yes, it does take a while to travel to Oka. Okay, I've just been given.
A cool thing with the magic the runic system could be is that the runes themselves, I don't know how runes are assigned affinities, but what I could do it is every time I use the magic, it would result in a minor injury. I could do something like that, so then it limits it. Because Luke has an earth affinity, but I've never used it. Because obviously he has never been magically inclined, so I might see if I could change it. Because the plan was to never have him use magic. But also, I don't know how runes work. I don't know if you can have a rune that has a different affinity and just charge it with mana. I don't know.
Everything was taken care of at the temple, and I was even able to grab a book on the lords and ladies and the history, since I know Belle wished to know a bit more about Lady Lucifer. At least we will have that for whoever needs it.
That's nice.
I need to get a small bookshelf in the temple eventually.
I would
appreciate it, honestly.
I hear reading helps people fall asleep.
This is true. It is a bit cold, yes. But luckily it hasn't started snowing yet, so at least it's warm enough for that.
Yeah. That is nice. I've recently talked to Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Oh, do you not know her?
My mind is a bit fuzzy. It has been a bit. The sacrifice just started.
That's fine. She came to Leafside a while ago, and she's another unicorn.
Oh. I mean, I don't know you, but then who is this?
She came here last time she came here. She's
I don't know.
the oldest vessel.
She's a vampire, so maybe. I don't know really how she's handling vampire stuff, but from what I'm used to in like Vampire Masquerade, definitely more vampire powers take you closer to, like it lowers your humanity pretty much, and that takes you closer to like the monster side of it. So you might become more power hungry, stuff like that. So I could definitely see it being the reason.
I'm glad to hear that, Skylar. You get to... Oh, more newcomers.
I think
There's
they
quite a few
showed up.
faces.
I think that one showed up like a few days ago. They're very new.
Yeah, they're. What is it? Thunderfox? Right?
Something like that.
Names start with
You
an
know,
R.
if
I
I
think
can
it
see
was
that people showed up before I left, I would be surprised if a number of people had not showed up in the past several
Names started
weeks.
with an R.
I suppose. I mean, it's always about to happen. I guess I've never heard this. I think that's common. Yeah.
It seems nice around here. It's a bit easier to go places when you're next to the sea. When the winter months at least. When the traveling points otherwise get a bit too cold.
Speaking of the sea, have you seen the new tower we built?
A little bit. I went over towards the docks to see a bit better, but yes, it looks quite interesting. Gwen was telling me about it. I am told it is most recently finished, however, so...
I should
More or less. We still need to get a proper light for it, but aside from that... Good luck.
I was going to say, what is on top supposed to be for lights? Cross...
Oh, those? It's something called they added a...
Yes, you are the Teva, right?
Made it into a semaphore tower. Basically, they
Pleasure to meet
orientate
you.
flags
I am,
differently,
Mikomo.
and they can deliver messages with them to ships coming in.
Nice to meet you, I'm Saya.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Mikomo
I had never actually seen
needs
one like that
new
before.
clothing and ideally
I just
something
see the one
best
ships.
suited for cold weather or stuff such as this.
They have some in Linden.
Oh, but that works out well.
Alright, I can do
No
that.
idea how they work,
My
though.
shop's over here if you wanna walk
Yes.
over here.
Some secret
Oh,
language,
very
I suppose.
Always some language to learn.
Yeah. But yeah, there's plans to put a proper light thing in the top of the tower. Still trying to decide if it would be better to make it a light crystal or just make something that runs on like wood or oil.
Just make it a giant bonfire, and then just have some type of mechanism that lowers over it.
I suppose it depends on how much of the top is made out of wood.
Yeah. The top deck is mostly made out of wood, but you know, we just got the stone on the outside.
Sometimes I forget names, you know.
I'd offer a boat ride over to it if it wasn't pouring this much. Not a good day for going out on the water.
Also, the course by the boat kind of intersects with another one currently.
That's fair.
No, but Kai, I will go talk to Kai first and see the booth possible.
Intersects with
Yeah.
another what?
The other boat, the black rabbit head over there.
It's a boat.
Oh, I see. Well, next time then, certainly.
Tempted to go talk to Otto about the runes.
We've also made sure to dedicate a floor to being a good resting space.
I'm extremely glad to hear that. As would be Our Lady.
Just 'cause I'm worried I'm gonna forget.
I'm already hearing that people
I'd like to get my
having
foot in on it.
a bit too hard of a time not resting in the rain. Which is hard to say. as a
Essentially would
person.
change his major flaw to every time he uses magic it causes injury.
unavoidably there that it hurts.
They're gonna make stuff
It would look cool as fuck as well.
take care of people.
Them just scars of runes across his body. I hope I can. If not, then I could probably ask the DMs if he could learn it himself. I don't know if they'll accept that, but I don't know if Otto will accept.
I guess I have a new place to live and a job for now, but
My lady focuses on rest and relaxation.
See in here.
And well, there are some guards that man it. I thought it would be good if I put some of my past experiences right there.
Don't exactly relate to tradition, nor anywhere from my home, so.
Well, I hope it's nothing too bad.
You're staring at it.
Is this not just a accessory, or? Oh.
You didn't see that. He's going to just lean in close and just lightly pull on it, and it actually pulls on the skin.
Oh, Christ, what is that? Not hair, is it? I mean, doesn't look like hair.
Feathers.
Feathers. Not a beastskin.
Okay. I am not a beastskin.
Where are you getting feathers from? Are you getting them transplanted or something?
That's a good question.
You've not been messing with any runes or real magic, right?
No. No, I have not.
Alright.
They just, at one point in time, sprouted. So, just gonna
strange.
Sit down.
Oh, yes. Very strange.
Oh. Why? I love you too.
Well, I must say I know a thing or two about having things go on you or be a part of you that weren't before. It does not feel good.
I can only imagine.
But at
With
least
time,
it's nothing like that, so that's fine.
With time, I learned of the condition that you had, and I haven't exactly seen the file on it, but we had to take note of certain things that had to do with your condition for recent surgery.
Oh, really? What kind of notes?
Note on the runes. The rune specifically placed on you.
Bureaucracy manifest.
I have a commission for you, if we can go talk about it.
Well, I suppose if you
A question for me?
No, commission of sorts.
A commission?
Yes.
Hello.
More
You work at the Crafters Guild.
What might that be?
I would like to talk about it somewhere more personal.
Alright, come on.
Alright.
Well, yes, as long as that person lived, I suppose it's fine.
So we can observe our corners and everything like that.
Okay. You work with runes, right? I've seen you do a lot of work with them.
Elamir, this is a private commission, unfortunately. As much as I'd want to, I can't. There we go. Yes, I work with runes. I'm also a chemically adept.
How do runes work with affinities? Is it what's charged into it, or how does that work?
Usually, that question, it pertains to runes that are inscribed directly into the flesh, or runes that take
what I
the
wanted to talk
affinity
about.
of... Oh, you looking for tattoos?
For some reason, my body can't use magic. Most magic seems to affect me worse than others.
And you want to change that?
Yes. I know it would hurt to use, but at least I'd have something to channel it from.
I have an idea. How do you feel about being injected with a magical chemical?
I don't know about that. I was thinking you could do something like... Do runes work if they're carved, or do they have to be painted?
They can be embossed, carved, painted. There's a whole wide range that they can be, well, put upon someone.
What if you did that to me?
Well, as somebody who isn't able to cast magic, if I'm taking in the context clues correctly, then it might be difficult, depending on if it's a permanent curse, or effect, or ailment. Let me do some research first, see if it's possible. Huh?
I understand it'll probably hurt me to use, but at least it'll be something to channel it into. Because I've had people use magic on me before, and... Like, for example, one of the healers used magic that's supposed to, I guess, see inside you, and it just didn't work. So, magic can be used on me, it's just... I can't cast it. Healing magic does work, though, for some reason. I still can't use it, though. So something to cast it for me is what I'm trying to say.
Being able to cast a spell by having a secondary spell energy, like mana reservoir?
I guess, if that's what's wrong with my body. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I want to figure something out, because I want to defend myself in other ways that's more than just a sword. I feel pretty weak here, so everyone else can use that sort of stuff.
If that's the case, start doing research on a ward of some kind. Okay? Something that basically allows you to take a couple extra hits.
Well, I can already do that. I'm pretty good at ignoring pain. I was, trained in that when I was younger.
Ignoring pain and taking damage are two completely different things. A ward actually prevents damage. Ignoring the pain that you're feeling does not. Start doing research on a ward, and I'll see if I can get you a secondary source of mana, if your own is not to be relied on. Or I'll start doing research on trying to access the mana that's within you, because everybody has at least a level of mana.
Alright.
Seem reasonable?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you said commission, right?
Yes, I'll
How much money are you willing to put down?
I'm not sure on an exact number, but...
It's probably going to be pretty high. It's going to be giving you... So, right now, let's just say a down payment of 4 gold. And then later, it will likely become 15 to 20.
That should be fine.
You think so? Give me the 4 gold, I'll start researching. Considering that this is a commission.
Here, then. The guard gives me enough from working for them, so...
Take a hold of this. Focus on it potently. So even if you are mana banged or anything like that, you still have affinities. And all you have to do is focus on that little rock. And if there is even a modicum, a tiny bit of mana in your system, it will tell of its affinities. So this little rock basically tells you what affinities that you have. So focus on it. And...
Call God here.
It's either that or I open you up. See what's going on under the hood. So let's talk about this later. I have to disappear.
Alright, then... Maybe tomorrow?
So... Yes. Well, maybe later today. Just unping the GM, because you know how it goes.
Well, if I'm gonna charge it into this, then...
I'm coming!
Sorry, I was supposed to be muted.
Okay, I'll attempt to do this when I'm alone or something.
Come back to me with results.
If I'm not around later today, then tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'll need to tuck in.
I'll try to get to you today.
Okay. Out of character, I might not be staying all session, so... So the way that I've pretty much roleplayed it is that he can't charge magic. Like, he would have mana, obviously, because everything has a little bit, but it just can't escape his body. Which is why I want to do the rune thing. Essentially, there needs to be some sort of medium between the outside of his body and inside to help that. Oh, is there another fucking bot? Yeah, I might not be staying all session, just because I am feeling pretty tired. I've had a rough last few days. So I was kind of tempted to leave at like 10 or 11. So in an hour or two. I usually try to get off around like 12-ish out of Wardens. But we'll see. You know what? I'm gonna unping a DM for now. I'll do this later. Because they're probably busy. Don't really know what kind of stuff's going on, but judging by that they weren't able to respond, there's probably something happening. So, I'll let them do their thing.
Aiding the vampires. And it was not their thing.
I don't know, I really want to go down the rune route, because I think it would look really cool. Like, modifying his body magically to be able to use that sort of stuff sounds fun.
Understand the veil a bit better than talking about the snowbell.
She has certainly been coming in
Interesting, my fucking viewpoint has gone down. But, yeah. It's probably being pushed up then. Oh well. I'm gonna go back to sitting down. I'm pretty exhausted today because of the last few days, so...
And Nikhil's here, so he
Other than the
Side note.
talks we've had today, don't expect a whole lot of bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I will probably... Hope Java's okay with me not staying the entire time.
Attitude you get when that happens.
Because...
And I'm slightly concerned about the other thing.
Let's do some weird magic experimentation. Yeah, I think that would be fun.
I'm referring to what I told you last night.
That would be fun.
I know.
I want to do that.
I am still trying to... Is wake up the right answer, or...
I mean, I guess I found you on the floor this morning. Like, I think waking up is
but it was painful.
I can imagine. I really should have taken you to someone last night instead of letting you.
I might talk to Java out of character. I'm going to talk to DMs out of character as well about it.
Oh, look, his lens.
Look at this. I've been gone for the bird left his nest. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. You're in the stall. Sell something. We're selling narcotics. I mean, Kurt, I can only assume that Kurt would be an amazing person to work with. That's actually, I mean, he is amazing. Please, okay. I mean, that's what they do anyway. You need to see the company master and people who I actually have been doing that, but they do that already. I put him on. Johnny said it already. You leave, and then all hell breaks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's, yeah, I don't know if he's going to get more powerful when he gets hurt. The idea is that every time he uses magic, it'll give him a minor injury. So it's not something, he won't be, like, shooting out fireballs and stuff. It'll be a very limited thing. I might change his affinity as well, because it's never really came into play. Because the only reason I chose Earth is because he's from Aaron. That's it. So I want to make it something different, because I never expected him to be able to use anything of magic, so it's not necessarily... the affinity isn't exactly that big of a deal. God, someone's walking up to you.
Excuse me. Are you alright?
Yeah, I am.
Alright. I noticed that you were sitting for a while and I wanted to make sure you
just getting some
weren't
rest.
getting sick.
I've been patrolling all day, so.
Alright. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
He is actually not okay, but I don't wanna. He needs to keep on the down low. I don't really know how long I'm gonna stay. Because the last few days were kind of rough, so like when that happens, I get more exhausted and the headset feels like heavier on my head. I got a headache easier, stuff like that. It gets tougher to be on for longer. I'm happy with how today's went though. We've had some good scenes, set up some good like future story stuff. I'll talk to DMs about the rune thing before it starts getting full-fledged. I'll probably talk to Dab about it out of character as well.
Really funny if I said it in front of you, but you didn't have the reaction I expected.
Where's the random dog?
Yeah, because I read in a book it said like it's raining cats and dogs today. When I took the cat signs, I have no clue. I think it's raining heavily, but since everybody is not around, I took away the part of the cat and took the dog because I mean, even though you're a part of the cat, but you accumulate more of a dog because of this.
Yeah, and I'm sort of tempted to head out. I know it's really early compared to when I usually stay. Maybe I'll try to go so like 10. It's gonna be mostly me just sitting here. I don't really have anything else that I'm doing at the moment. I don't think Luke would go up to talk to people right now either. We'll see. If I end up feeling down to do more on like 10, I can do more, but I don't want to push it.
You're welcome to go by if you want to. I don't think yours is the extent of it. Well, is it bad if someone that is not a Deathler is around?
I do not think so. You may not be able to hear the ancestor directly, but you may, depending.
Oh, what?
Come on.
Sorry, I can go work on guns. Is there something?
Come on.
This is not moral support.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, you're not gonna get in trouble or anything unless you're like insanely disrespectful out of nowhere.
Don't lick
What if I am
very
accidentally-
rusty ancient sword.
What if I'm high blood?
I feel like it'd be hard to be disrespectful
I literally
on
offer
accident.
money to my great-grandfather ancestor for a boat trip. You cannot be more offensive than that.
Greetings, Ed. I'm not sure we've met yet.
You'll be fine.
I am the cleric of Lady Gothagor. I run the temple behind the apothecary.
Oh yeah, you two haven't met yet. Blood helps at the tavern for no money at all. Not sure why. But Sister Siesta, she sleeps a lot.
I'm sorry, I told Siesta that one day and now it's permanent.
I feel like it's the best thing that has ever happened.
Sister, generally. Everyone calls me Siesta, sister. Pleasure to meet you as well. Welcome to Lisbon.
Why would I come take notes?
If you're ever able to experience the temple is open to you. And it doesn't have to be sleep, just if you feel stressed and it's just a quiet place to rest.
I'm running around sounds like a dog. Yeah, this is very kind. Every night, don't go. Yes, but okay, about you, I'm I think you'll put this also. Is the cold part not
What? I said no, then you look at me.
No? Oh, wow. Man, you're like a doing now and...
But no,
no, I guess that's true.
No. If I try to reach to you, I'll just reach to you. I'm just,
Wow.
Hands feel weird. Like, I got shot in the arm, I have nerve damage, my hands feels weird, these hands been like getting used to doing something, I lost my sword, feel things out today, and I feel like my head is about to explode.
I was gonna say, because I'm getting talking.
Well, of course, in traffic.
My entire life has been on the ship. Where do you think I went when the rain was happening?
Ooh, on a ship, you say?
The majority of it.
Wow, you must be quite accustomed then.
I wouldn't say so, but to say it for me? I want to know.
It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. My name is Salim.
I am Jade.
Jade, what a wonderful name.
It is what I was born for, so... So you were. Yeah, imagine.
Ah, right. We just came from Asmus, actually. Week-long travel has been awful.
I couldn't expect, especially with the changing seasons.
Oh, yes. I mean, Asmus stays warm after all, so this is quite a change in climate. A welcome one, considering the heat, mind you.
I don't know, I'm quite a fan of the heat. So...
I can imagine considering your point. I'm used to, Homeland myself.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Been a pirate most of my life, caught the Lapis Corsair the other, so...
I see. My mother was actually a pirate for a while. My adoptive mother, not my biological one. Her name was Haley, and she actually owned the ship before. It's called the Black Palace. But she left his life a while ago, and we joined the Peace Guild in Netherlands in Suma. Oh god, hold on.
I live there. This giant ballista aimed right at the side. I can lower that thing. Why is it aimed at? What? Okay. Jokingly stating that you could, but the reason that it's aimed at the side is that an airship were to go overhead and is going to attack the side from the top. At least we have some sort of ornament to pierce it.
Are you expecting
Why would
we be attacked by an airship?
Well, I do think we have a dash ship.
They built
it for defense.
I thought you were getting defense from the pirates out at sea, like bastions for sea.
Yes, and we're going to have cannons for it eventually to do that, but if we can also...
Yeah, I think I might have to go. I'm not. I'm getting tired. Not tired in the way of like sleepy, but tired in the way of like that's it, starting to feel heavy. I'm not feeling great. So today's session has been pretty short, and I didn't really have a whole lot. Like I said, it's been a rough past few days, but we got some pretty good development today, though. Basically opened up an entirely new route for Luke. It's gonna be fun to explore.
What did you just say? You sounded like some sort of character from the play, like...
You're in town, you're cool.
It's been a good amount of time, it's 3 hours. Not bad. Just got like a bad headache and stuff. VR is always hard to have on for long periods of time if you already go kind of feeling like crap. Like if you go in and when you already have a headache, it's just gonna make it worse. It's always really painful. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe other people have the same experience. Whenever I go in VR, it's pretty much guaranteed to be a headache. Main reason why Luke's been pretty silent and just sitting places because he's having to make the choice to betray pretty much or go against a close friend of his. So it's gonna be rough. D2, huh? I wish I didn't have to come to this. Oh well. Ooh. We're planning a lot. This is gonna be fun. But sorry that I couldn't stay the entire session. Oh well. Next Monday. I am super hyped for what's gonna come though. There's gonna be some fun story. If it goes well, there's a high chance that Luke will just get caught and thrown in jail. Yeah. There's a game, Firebreak, FBC Firebreak. Of course I'm leaving right as Coyote gets in. Damn. FBC Firebreaker's coming out tonight. It's a game by Remedy. So I'm looking forward to playing that tonight. It's on Game Pass, so I'll get to play it day one. Yeah, it looks like, hopefully it's fun. Last, like, 5 games that I've pre-ordered, I didn't pre-order Firebreak because it doesn't have a pre-order. Last few games that I've done have been pretty rough.
Oh god.
Why do you gotta show up
What-
as soon as I
what?
get here, goddammit? Well, that's as soon as I'm leaving.
Hi. Also, sorry for not responding. I'm good.
No, you're fine.
Oh my god! Kicks Yander and Smash and. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing today. We'll see.
I did a lot of interesting stuff. I'm planning things.
I am gonna be coming in from training, so I'm gonna go and hop in.
Have
I don't even know
fun.
if
Things
I'm
are a little
today. I'm
tense.
just gonna.
At least with the gun.
Oh, lovely. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Cool.
don't mind the
Alright.
cannonball-sized hole in the armory. Anyways, have fun.
Oh no. Alright.
Have fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun though. Like, this is what I wanted out of Wardens, was like Game of Thrones style story, where the combat, the action is not the main focus. It's a lot more of the political tense moments. And rogue type stuff is very good for that shit. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna head out for now. Get this microwave off my head. I'm gonna message Java probably. I'm probably gonna message him once I get out of once I get out. Obviously. Actually, wait, shit, there he is. Fuck. I was gonna tell him. Because the idea is I want my major flaw to basically be tweaked. So instead of preventing him to use magic, he gets an injury when he uses magic. Oh. Hey, Java? I don't know. Actually, he might be busy. Yeah, he's going back in. Yeah, he's going back in. I can message him later. I want to let him know I'm going to be messaging him. Because I feel bad for messaging people when they're in RP. Because I don't want them to think they have to respond right away. But still. Yeah. Luke's injury? Which one? Like when he casts magic? Once those runes get put on? Probably. Maybe like a heat to the skin. I want it to be something that would cause him to bleed. Because I think it would be cool during a magic battle, if he used a lot of magic, he's like bleeding from his arms. Because I have recently added a bleeding toggle. Right there. So it would be cool if, like, after a long battle, he's bleeding from his arms and stuff. I think that would be fun. So, I don't know, maybe, like... The idea is that I want it to be carved into his body. So... I don't know, maybe it reopens the rune system. I don't know. I'm probably going to leave it somewhat ambiguous. So we don't have to think of specific medical stuff for it. Though it is up to what the DMs want. If they want it to be more detailed how the injury happened, or like what the injury is, then that's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry that it was short, but don't worry, we'll have longer ones in the future. There's a chance there might be a Tempest stream this Saturday, because I have been working on a new character, and I think I have a good one that'll fit well. Hopefully, the last character didn't. Yeah, but I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't want it to be gross. I might leave it a little bit ambiguous, like I said. It's supposed to be like a minor wound, so it's not that big just from one, but as they accumulate, it'll be an issue. But anyways, have a good night. I'll see you guys all later. Yeah. Probably Saturday, I'd say. I don't know. But I'm not gonna raid anyone right now.